What is up, everybody? We have some pickups here, but some oh, it's kind of different because my wife and a friend of mine, we went to GalaxyCon where one of my pickups came from, and I guess I'll show that off first. We went there originally for some autographs and stuff, which I'll show in a second, but anyway, the first game pickup here was, and only game pickup there is F1 Rock 2 Race of Champions. I guess that's what Rock is, but anyway. They had this price at $4.99, which is about $10 a game. And I just recently had gotten the box and manual. So this completes it, which is cool. I'll see what I can do with cleaning up that top label stuff, but it shouldn't be too bad. Some glue gun will probably get rid of that. But the coolest pickups, from that whole GalaxyCon thing is, well, first of all, I'll do this first. I don't know if I did this in a video before, but we went to our first GalaxyCon near me, and Richmond, and I got to get this guy, Jonathan Frakes, to take a picture with me and sign it. So he said, "To Paul, go boldly, Jonathan Frakes, Riker," which was pretty awesome. But then I'm like, you know what? I'd kind of like to get more of the actors from the Next Generation, because I loved Next Generation growing up, and I saw that these two were going to be there, which is Dr. Crusher, To Paul, Love and Health, Gates McFadden. So Dr. Crusher, and then definitely was very starstruck with Brent Spiner, To Paul, Brent Spiner, Data, Lore. So that was pretty sick. That was like day one of the convention. We got the Brent Spiner and Gates McFadden, and then the next couple days I used the VIP pass, which definitely is the way to go if you ever go to one of these things, because it's a lot quicker. Still not super fast, as fast as you'd think it would be, but it's definitely faster than getting in the regular line. And we got some signatures from, so I know them from Critical Role, but then it's crazy that you find out what they were in with what animes, TV shows, video games, and we got 4 of them here to sign my DM screen. So we have Paul, Roll with Inspiration, which is Sam Riegel. We have for Paul, Rage, Travis Willingham. Paul, No Mercy, that is Liam O'Brien. And To Paul, this was the last signature I got, and it's Laura Bailey, Voxalia from their first campaign, which is very cool. I got to take pictures with all of them. I can put that in the video. Anyway, but that was so cool, and it was nice to get that game pickup too while we were there. But then we actually have 2 more cool pickups right now, and they're in these boxes. We have 1 and 2, excuse me, and I don't know which one to open first, so we'll just go with this one. This guy had these on eBay, and they were already priced decently. One of them I grabbed immediately because of the price was decent. The other one I watched, and then all of a sudden, within like not even 30 minutes of having it posted or me looking at it, it was what was I going to say? He dropped it by $50, the price of it. But this, funny enough, this is the first one I think that I needed. He actually included a packing slip, which is nice, so that helps. So you guys get to see with me what we have here. I will say they are both 3DO related. And the 3DO game is in here. Now, when I say 3DO game, I use the term lightly, because, well, this one I think is a little bit more of a game, I guess. than the next one you'll see. But here is the first item. Snow Job, starring Tracy Scoggins. And I did not realize, like, this is in a much thicker case than your typical 3DO game. I don't have a 3DO game with me right now, but I can assure you that, like, this is almost twice as thick. Maybe a half again thick as a normal 3DO game. But as you can see, this is in pretty much immaculate shape. There is a bit of whammo there, and it's hard to see in the light, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Now, this is an adult-only game. There is, like, one scene that it's not really nudity, but, like, sexual content, but it's mainly 17 because of violence and language. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and open it up here and check out what we got. There is some... seems so empty. Some of these 3DO boxes. Like, why did they even make... First of all, why are 3DO games have to make them so long? But the next question is, why did this one have to be extra thick? Because all of this is a 3DO game, like a CD jewel case. So there is the 3DO jewel case. And then disc 1. And then, let's see. Something like that, yeah. Disc 2. And I can't imagine these are going to be really well used. They're very clean. Yeah, like pretty much brand new. And then, yeah, it's just, you know, a little black and white manual and stuff like that. I guess this one is, I guess, kind of interesting because you're like playing, like you're trying to investigate. You're not actually playing as her. She appears in the show or in the scenes and stuff like that, but you're like a detective trying to figure out, like, I don't know if it was solving a murder. It was something like that. So it's I think it was solving like a murder, and it's like a adventure game, a point and click, and you're trying to investigate things and figure out puzzles and stuff like that. So it's actually not, as far as games go, like not bad, I guess. So that one's kind of cool. This was 80, and this game is worth more than that. So when I saw that, was like, definitely jump on it. And then we have the other game, which this one is the one people would barely consider a game. It was an experiment for the person that was like the producer, the creator behind it. And I watched a few videos on it, and it's interesting. It's a very interesting story to it. This game was later re-released on limited run. The reason it got so much notoriety was because of James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, and because he garnered so much attention, they remade it on those more modern systems, and it's still just as bad on modern systems as it is on this system, which is right here. So this is another adult game on the system. Another, I guess, sort of heavy hitter, I guess, on the system. One that's like not, I guess it's just really sought after and commands a decent price. All right, and that is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties by Kieran Entertainment, an interactive romantic comedy. So we'll show that in a second. The cool thing was the guy decided, this came from the limited run series, or the release. So it didn't come with a strategy guide. He included that in the listing, which is pretty awesome. You can see the characters. You have, what is it, Jane? No, yeah, Jane and John, the two. It's just an interactive, like, romance simulator deal. But I mean, trying for John to get with Jane, and it's not the greatest. And it's funny because like the beginning of it is like a 2 or 3 minute sequence of her talking, but then the rest of it is just like still images and stuff, and there's weird, you know, this has a lot of weirdness to it, I'll say that. If you ever watched the AVGN, it would explain it a lot better. What was really cool about this one, so this was like $250 and then he dropped down to $200. And then what's cool about it is, like, this is like still in the shrink wrap, so it's in pristine shape. And it says, "This box is empty. The C-store associate for product." So this was probably in a rental store, and just they had this box on the shelf, and then you would just, you know, rent the game or something. But anyway, this is in insane shape. It's just sliced at the top there. They might include some cardboard there for, I guess, a little extra padding. And then that's it. Like, why so much room for this? Now this is, I guess, more of a typical thickness of a 3DO game, by the way. So like, there's that, and then there's that. Like, I don't know why this one's extra thick. But anyway, there is the actual jewel case. It's nothing, it's very plain. Funny thing is, you know, you don't normally pay about $200 just for this part. And maybe that's what confused the seller, I don't know. Seemed like they were very motivated to get rid of stuff, though. And there's Jane and one of the narrators that has a chicken head on it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. This is a very clean disc as well. And then, of course, it has what you would consider a manual. And it's not really much of a manual. It's just introduce you to Jane, goals to be the best I can be, her turn-ons, her turn-offs, her measurements, a picture, and her occupation. Like, I don't know. It's not much to it. But it is just, what it is something collectible. But anyway, so got two cool 3DO games and completes the Super Nintendo game for this set. But by far, getting the autographs and photo ops was probably the best part of this whole week. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Have you gone to any GalaxyCons? Have you gone to any conventions, got people sign stuff like that? Have you played any of these 3DO games, or even the Super Nintendo game? Let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you later.